Welcome to the best site for learning German. We upload videos every day. Let's go.
Okay, if you're learning German, let's be real. You've probably had a moment of panic with prepositions, right? You're trying to form a sentence and you just freeze, wondering what case to use. It feels like a total guessing game. But what if I told you there's a small group of them, a little secret club, that always, and I mean always, follows one simple rule? Well, let's go unlock that door.
So what is it that makes these tiny little words so incredibly frustrating? Well, it all comes down to one thing, the German case system. Every single time you use a preposition, your brain has to ask, okay, what comes next? Accusative? Dative? Something else? It's a hurdle every single learner has to face.
Before we dive in, let's do a super quick reset. What exactly is a preposition anyway? Think of them as the GPS of your sentence. They tell you the relationships between things, where something is, where it's going, or when it's happening. Words like for, with, or through, they're the glue that makes language make sense.
Now, while a lot of German grammar can feel like climbing a mountain, this is one of those times where there is a fantastic shortcut. There's a core group of prepositions that are completely loyal to just one case. Every single time. No exceptions, no guesswork.
So, welcome to what I like to call the accusative-only club. These are your VIPs. Once you know who's in this club, you always know which case to use, which is a massive confidence booster. And lucky for you, I've got the secret password to get you in.
And here it is. The password is FUDOG. Yep, sounds a little funny, I know, but trust me, this one silly word is your golden ticket. FUDOG. This mnemonic is going to help you lock in the 5 most important prepositions you need for everyday German conversation.
So let's break it down. F is for fur, which means for. U is for which means around or at. D is for durch, meaning through. O is for ohne, that's without. And the G is for gegen, which means against. That's it. That's your whole FUDOG crew.
Okay, before we see these in action, there is one, just one, crucial grammar rule that makes this all click into place. It's the single biggest change that happens with the accusative case. And the best part? It's incredibly simple.
Here it is. This is the golden rule. In the accusative case, you only have to worry about one gender, masculine. The word der becomes den, and eind becomes einen. That's it. Seriously. Feminine nouns, neuter nouns, plural nouns, they don't change at all. So you just have to keep an eye out for the masculine words.
All right, theory time is over. Let's put this into practice. We're going to start with the F in FUDOG, which is fur. This one's pretty easy to remember because its main translation is for, just like in English.
So, take a simple sentence like this. Ich habe ein Geschenk für dich. Because we use für, which is in our FUDOG club, it automatically triggers the accusative case. That means the pronoun du has to become dich. See? Simple and direct.
Next up in our FUDOG lineup, we've got the U for Now this one's a little more versatile. You'll hear it used for location, meaning around something, and you'll also hear it all the time for telling time, where it means at.
Okay, here's where we see that golden rule we just talked about. The word for lake is der See. That's a masculine noun. So when Julia jogs around the lake, der See has to change. It becomes den See. See that? It's not random, it's a predictable change every single time.
Let's move on to the D in our mnemonic. Durch. This preposition is all about movement through something. Think about driving through a tunnel, walking through a city, or hiking through a forest.
And here we go again. I bet you can see this one coming. The park in German is der Park, another masculine noun. So when you drive through it, the preposition durch forces that article to change. It becomes durch den Park. That der flips to den because durch is in the club. It's that consistent.
Time for the O in FUDOG, ohne. And this is another beautifully simple one. It just means without. No hidden meanings, no tricks.
Now this example is actually perfect because it shows what doesn't happen. The word for glasses, die Brille, is feminine. So notice, after ohne, the word seine doesn't change one bit. Why? Because our rule only applies to masculine nouns. The feminine and neuter words get to relax.
And that brings us to the final letter of our secret password, the G for gegen. This can mean against an idea like you're against a proposal, or it can be more literal like running into something. Let's lock this in one last time. The word for tree is der Baum. Yep, another masculine noun. So, when poor David runs into it, it becomes gegen den Baum. The der changes to den exactly like it's supposed to. The Fudog rule just works. Okay, so you've pretty much mastered the core 5. But just for some extra credit, let's quickly look at a few other accusative prepositions you might run into. They have their own little quirks, but it's good to have them on your radar.
So you've got bis, which means until. You'll often see this without any article, like bis später, till later. Then you have entlang, which means along, and this one's a bit of a rebel. It actually comes after the noun it's describing, like den Fluss entlang. And finally, there's wieder, which is basically just a much more formal kind of old-fashioned version of gegen.
So what is the big takeaway here? Honestly, if you want to make a huge and immediate impact on your spoken German, just focus on those Fudog 5. Master für durch ohne gegen and that one simple rule about masculine nouns, and you will feel so much more confident in your conversations.
And there you have it. You've just solved a major piece of the German grammar puzzle. The accusative prepositions, they're not a mystery anymore. Now that you have this solid foundation, you're absolutely ready to take on the next challenge. So the only question left is, which part of the language are you going to conquer next?
Here are some tips that will help you improve your German fluency incredibly. And remember, new videos every day.
So you want to speak German fluently? Let's break down the exact steps to get you there. Okay, think of your path to fluency like a pyramid. We have to start with a solid foundation. Before you even learn a single word, you need to know why you're doing this. And you've got to get specific. A strong why will keep you going when it gets tough. All right, foundation set. Now for the first real layer, the building blocks, starting with sound. Pronunciation in German is a huge deal. A tiny sound change, like an umlaut, changes everything. Okay, grammar. Yeah, der, die, das can look pretty scary, but don't get hung up on it. Here's a great shortcut for you. Just focus on these 7 verbs to build sentences way faster. And vocab? Forget the dictionary. Just learn words that actually matter to your life and interests. Next up, we build your immersion engine. This means surrounding yourself with German, wherever you are. And the real key here is consistency. A little bit every day beats cramming every single time. You can start passively. Just let German play in the background. It's a super easy first step. Then you can step it up. These little changes sneak German right into your daily routine. Okay, layer 3, the practice arena. It's time to actually use the language. You have to speak. And remember this, it's so important. Don't worry about being perfect. Mistakes are how you learn. So just start speaking today. Find a partner, read out loud, and don't be shy about it. And now we've reached the top of the pyramid, making it fun. If you enjoy it, you'll stick with it. German has some amazing words. Take Kummerspeck, literally grief bacon. We've all been there, right? Or how about an ohrwurm, an earworm? You know, that song you just can't get out of your head? See? This pyramid shows that fluency is totally achievable. The only question now is...
Subscribe and let's reach our goals together. Remember, nothing comes without effort. See you tomorrow.